host, Edward Anderson. Boy, it's been a hell of a day, hasn't it? It has been a hell of a day. Going live 3 times today. I see Black Male Travels is live. I know BGS is just now wrapping it up. I was listening to a little bit of that. And I'm about to kind of chill in for the day. But I wanted to I wanted to comment on this Charlie Kirk situation. Shout out to the folks in Discord. We've been going, gathering links and stuff. Going back to, the Ukrainian young lady that got, unfortunately poked. I actually was listening to a white, like a TikTok live, and I wish I would have recorded it because they actually covered it really good. I mean, they were just some people talking, but they, went over the articles. They actually went over his criminal record. They didn't go on the crazy BS at all, and they were really just talking about the light rail, talking about like a lot of stuff, and like what it is to deal with the light rail and stuff like that, and how they don't have passes, how it costs $41 a month to ride on the light rail unlimited. A lot of people don't even pay that. And just like how the security is and just different stuff. And they were talking about everything but the racial aspect. And these were pretty much all white people. And yeah, it was a great live. So I mean, you have a lot of local people this, and the way, and one dude that literally lives like 2 miles from where those folks live at in Huntersville. So yeah, it was crazy, man. It's absolutely crazy. I actually could get some. No, I ain't gonna do that. But yeah, but I gotta say this, man. But on this Charlie Kirk situation, RIP, we gotta do better. Like, I just gotta say this. And I'm gonna be very clear. Anybody that celebrates the death of someone because you don't like what they say, I'm gonna tell you right now, I don't care if they're racist. I don't care if they're racist. You're a scumbag. I'm just gonna say that straight up. You're not a moral person. You're not a good person. And the reason why, even somebody like Nick Fuentes, and I'm gonna tell you why I'm saying this. I'm saying this not because I'm trying to throw an olive branch at anybody or anything, but the reality is, especially for African Americans or black people here, FBAs, like, I don't know where. And to be fair, it's not a lot. It's not black. It actually isn't. I haven't seen black people really celebrate his death. So let me be clear on that. But that shit is a slippery slope. And I don't think people really understand that. Like, that shit is really a slippery fucking slope. And people don't really understand how easy it is to get used to, wishing for people to die. Number one, just because somebody dies doesn't mean another person can't take on that mantle that's even worse. Perfect example is when Kevin Samuels died, a lot of people said Andrew Tate filled in that gap. And a lot of people would say Andrew Tate is way worse than Kevin Samuels. A lot of people would say that. And so, across the board, white people, black people, as far as white women, black women. So this idea of you wishing people die, I mean, that's just, it's funny how I don't understand how people, especially if you're not willing to do it yourself. It's just this moral, it's this moral thing you occupy. And for the most part, is white people wishing, like, are happy or celebrating. There's a lot of women that's doing that. And I don't give a fuck. Like, I'm kind of around the way aware of what he was saying. And he's one of these, like, Heritage Foundation kind of dudes that's, like, really, really promoting a lot of ideas obviously I don't agree with, a lot of white nationalist ideas. But understand that, there are people that don't like what we stand for, just like how we don't like what somebody else is stand for. And Charlie Kirk had every right to push those ideas, especially the way he was pushing them in university. He was actually doing something that a lot of conservatives don't do, which is go into hostile territory and push those ideas. And those ideas need to be pushed in the forefront. I've always told you, these ideas need to be pushed in the forefront because people need to stop hiding and doing stuff behind the scenes. Like, I respect Charlie Kirk for what he did a lot more than these fucking academics crafting policy behind the scenes like cowards and doing things like blank slate policy and doing a lot of stuff and not owning what they did. Let's just keep that all the way real for a second. And, this is not about, this is not me, this thing where, like, that's really fucked up what happened. That's really And look, I said what I said in my last couple of streams, and I stand by that. But if you notice, I didn't wish any harm on nobody. At all. I just said, if you go look at and try to handle something, this is the same thing. And I got to say this with Trump, like, just to be straight up on it. At the end of the day, yeah, a lot of this is your Trump. When you raise the temperature and raise the rhetoric, like, dude, you're creating this environment with shit you say. Even the shit that, JD Vance was saying about, this savage and the death penalty, over, even though the dude is like apparently schizophrenic, understand that when you play with that shit goes both ways. And motherfucker, this is the thing that, I try to tell, like, white dude, like, motherfuckers are not afraid of y'all. And truth be told, because they want to play games with, I heard on NPR they got them in custody. Now they trying to act like they not in custody, which we don't know the race of the dude, but it is fucking Utah. And if it was somebody that was black or another group, that would stand out. So a white person would be able to kind of navigate through that. And we saw the video, but we don't know, so let the information come out. But the thing about it is, even with white people, white people are really, it's crazy. And what was I talking about with school shooters? Now, you're not going to see this same energy. What you're going to see and what you're already seeing is you're seeing people, feel sorry for Charlie Kirk, but you notice how that rage is not there. That anger is not there. Because if it turns out it's another white person that shot him, you can't have anger on your own, right? But this is the game. This is the game that y'all play when y'all play that game. I said it in my last live stream. White people got to worry about other white people more than anything. The biggest threat to white people is other white people. Because white people turn a blind eye to what other white people do. So at the end of the day, this is not about his ideas. This is about his right to say them. And a lot of y'all, like, I'm really, like, a lot of y'all that you think you're feeling, like, I'm gonna tell you something. There's people that they felt justified in taking my dead mother, who y'all don't even know who the fuck she is. Take my dead mother face that I shared in my Discord and put that shit on a fucking icon and troll me with it. And I'm gonna keep it all the way real. I'm not gonna say that, but understand that a lot of people that they like want. See, I said that with Kevin Samuels, and now we're like 4 years, from that, and people are just so comfortable praying for the death. Like, it's amazing to me how comfortable, maybe it's the Christian in me, but it's amazing how comfortable people are, whether it's white people, even on other white people. That's how you know they really lost their mind. You know, praying for the death. Like, I mean, even earlier today, what did you have? All this rage and anger white people had, because for the most part, black people aren't really co-signing what that dude did. And this was on video too. One is a knife. This other dude, like, what, you think the white woman, like, Charlie Kirk is just as much of a victim as that white woman. If you actually see the video and you actually see, like, it was a white dude I heard going through it. He said, you see the wound before you hear the crack. I didn't know that because I ain't a gun person. Shout out to WB. And my thing is, they were saying he was gushing blood. That's just like, man, I'm sorry. It's something about that neck. That is a bad way to go. That neck, man. There's a lot of nerves there. And so, you know, like, all is like, your anger is even black people, I'd say, to control your anger. Even though African Americans have way more quote unquote righteous anger, but even that I say to tamper. A lot of y'all other groups ain't got nothing to be mad at to that degree. I don't care if it's politics or whatever, because understand that is something that can go bad for everybody. All of y'all think y'all not gonna get got. Y'all, that's the same thing y'all thought before ICE started coming to everybody. Well, you know, y'all. Everybody that think you can't get got, you're wrong. You absolutely can. Let's see. All right, I'm back. Appreciate it. But yeah, man. Yeah, man. It's crazy. And you know, all that anger, all that rage that they had earlier this morning, and something like that popped off, is exactly what people were talking about. Y'all got all this somber shit because now, you know, you can't direct that anger because now that's white on white violence. All the savagery, all the 13% bullshit, y'all, 1350 bullshit. It's amazing. And see, now you caught them with the hand in the cookie jar, It's crazy, yo. But that's fucked up. And you got, and here's what's extra crazy. What's extra crazy is people want to talk about racial solidarity. You got white women basically co-signing his head. That's what makes that shit so crazy. And even a lot of women don't give a fuck that it was a black dude. They give a fuck that it was a woman. So now, like, everybody's putting everything in less than a 12-hour period was proven. Video shot, all of that. I mean, everybody say, like, I don't know if it was him. They're trying to act like it might have been him, so I'm not confirming that. But I don't see, so all this rage, yeah. Charlie Cook had a family. And that's on video. You gotta think, man, like 6 hours ago, 4 hours ago, he was alive. And this is really an assault on speech, really. But, you know, people gonna be like, you know, play this game. Everybody you disagree with deserves what they get. It's like, y'all are crazy. Y'all are crazy, man. Like, for real. But I just wanted to put that out there. Let me see what y'all are saying. I mean, y'all, first of all, y'all need to, like, real talk. A lot of y'all are, just throwing shit out there in the chat. Stop doing that shit. If y'all don't know because y'all have read an article and actually see a confirmation, stop just throwing shit out there. It was a boomer. It was a woman. Wait, it was a woman. It was this. It was that. Like, y'all are just throwing shit out there. Y'all need to stop doing that shit. Like, for real, for real. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. Oh yeah, that ain't gonna work. Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. It's on video, you know? Got us looking crazy as hell. You know, you gotta think between this, the thing happened 2 weeks ago with the woman and the stabbing. Then you got the Hyundai shit. It's got America looking crazy. And then the problem is Trump keeps inserting himself into everything, which is not smart. Same thing with Vance, because now what you gonna say? Because now everybody gonna be like, well, why you got your Charlie? He mentioned Charlie Kirk saying he was a good guy. But what do you got to say about the white dude shooting him? Because that's somebody close to your age if that's who shot him. What about Vance? See, now y'all gonna have a hush mouth on that because it's another white person. So y'all really don't give a fuck about white people. Y'all really, white people getting killed. Y'all really give a fuck about who does it. That's really what that's about. And see, that's the thing about white women. Remember, when that bear versus man shit came out, that was white women that did that. That was white women putting that on white men. So again, it's not really about the crime. It's really about who does it. And that's the problem white people have. I mean, if that's who did it, I mean, this old motherfucker went to a university. Do you understand how much he sullied that university? That was premeditated. Man, Charlie Kirk wouldn't be no fucking future president. Man, that's some exaggeration. Get the fuck out of here with that. A future president. And I know people are like, well, do you know what he said? Ain't nothing he said justify him dying. So people can shut the fuck up. I ain't saying y'all say in the chat. Do you know what he, like, get the fuck out of here? Because you open that door, then people can feel they can justify that shit with you. But for some reason, people don't get that part. Nah, not in 20 years. No. You said classes are canceled indefinitely? Man, you better, them motherfuckers pay for that school. It's like, oh, hell, no, the hell they not. You gonna give me a refund for this semester then? I mean, you can quarantine that whole area. Man, get the fuck out of here. Ain't nobody voting for Nick Fuentes. Yeah, SWP is gonna have a field day. I mean, no, it's not war. How is it war? That's from what they believe, that's a white person that did that. So see, this is y'all being extra exaggerated and shit like that. This is war. I get it. Like, no. Because who they gonna be mad at? Oh, this is black people's fault. Black people. Oh, Jesus, man. Could you imagine if it was a black person shot Charlie Kirk? Oh, they would be. See, now they gotta calm their ass down. So now, like, oh, look at what happened. Oh, why did he do that? Apparently, he's in custody. I don't want to hear that trans bullshit. They either, you know, the point is, you know, in one day you just saw the real shit. And again, a lot of these people, you know, they put the cart before the horse, jumping out the window, and now they look stupid. All these people make these videos. Like I said, I'm curious, the same people that gonna make videos, they gonna talk all that shit. You know, that chick did a video talking about, yeah, man, these conservatives, oh, Lord, man, these black conservatives, they gonna get you. Now everybody, same thing. Now everybody gotta, either they gotta shut the fuck up or they gotta give a different take. You don't need to know what I'm talking about. Since you don't know how to listen before you speak. Nobody asked you to fucking be here. What on earth are you talking about? Please block me because I'm too fucking stupid to not listen. Please save me. You consider yourself baptized. You ask me what the fuck am I talking about? You getting spun right out here this revolving door. Yeah, because all these people jump out the window, and keep in mind that the shit with the woman happened on the 22nd. That was like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, almost 3 weeks ago. This just happened. So now, I mean, that's crazy. Now they want to use terms like assassinated. Shout out to Roastmaster, been a minute. He said it'll be interesting to find out the guy's motive. It will be interesting. I mean, I ain't even on Twitter. You know, Twitter is wilding out because you know Elon must be fanning those flames. The reality is, Nick, but it's like when you say looking like you, dude, Nick, you're not white. So the truth is, you're not white. So what are you talking? Oh, well, my grand. I mean, yeah, okay. But you already a mutt. That's why I don't like when he say stupid shit like that. It's like, okay. Like, again, that's incel talk. At the end of the day, you can't control these hoes, so you try to get rid of black men because you can't control these white women. That's really the issue. And the reality is, I mean, hey, that's on you, man. Yeah, I mean, that's crazy. I mean, the way TikTok, and yeah, I do be thinking about, TikTok kind of helping to fan that shit. It's like, yo, normally you block that shit out. Now TikTok just, let it fly. So anyway, man, I ain't like people will be doing some videos. I mean, it's Thursday, they'll go into the weekend. We'll see who drops the video, especially with the, the black conservative contingent, Fantastic and all that. We'll see what they talk about. Yeah, what's up, Red Pill Sleeper Cell? It's crazy though, man. Like I said, I'm in the Discord. You want to get in the Discord, email me at edwardanderson300k@gmail.com. Or comment that. I'll give you the email. Comment it, I'll give you the email, and then once you email me, I'll give you the link. That's how that goes. Shout out to Let's Share Deviants Gaming. $10. They will blame ninjas, so I'm oiling the bullpen and robbers right now. I don't leave house unarmed now. I live in Texas with mixed kid and two white women, sister wives. They armed to protect ours. I mean they can't. I mean either a black person did it or not. And if they did it, I mean at the end of the day, everything's black men's fault. That's one thing black women and white men have in common. But appreciate that, man. Anyway, with that being said, it's Edward signing off.